Hey guys, welcome to the Block Thrasher Daily Morning Crypto Update on this Black Thursday anniversary edition. Listen, it's no secret that March 12th, 2020 marked one of the darkest days in crypto history. It was on that day when Bitcoin witnessed one of the largest single-day price dips in its over decade-long existence, swooping from $8,000 to a staggering low of $3,600, although that was briefly just for a matter of moments. Listen, since that time, Bitcoin, however, has enjoyed a staggering 1,000% increase, and today it sits at $56,568 and 0.04 cents. Welcome to the Block Thrasher Daily Morning Crypto Update, where we are shattering the complexities of crypto with news, commentary, analysis, and education. Today I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach. I'm going to change the format up just a bit. We're going to do a quick market overview. Then we're going to talk about the most important news items of the day quickly. I'm going to try to get through a brief summary of each item and take about 10 minutes to get through all of that. So if you're short on time, you can just watch that portion. And then we'll go back and get a little bit deeper into it. And then we'll do a coin highlight at the end. And then we'll do a word of the day for those who want to, increase and expand and grow their vocabulary. So let's jump right into it. Let's look at the market and see where prices currently sit. Bitcoin is at $56,468, sitting steady, up just 0.5% in the last hour, up 1% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is currently $1,766.81. Binance Coin is $269.43. We're seeing a lot of stagnation in the market or red. Binance Coin being down 6.9% in the last 24 hours. Polkadot is currently in the number 5 spot at $35.62, down 1.7% in the last 24 hours. Cardano is $1.07. It is down 4% in the last 24 hours. XRP, 44 cents, down 1.1% in the last 24 hours. Uniswap, $30.17, $30, down 1.3% as well. Litecoin is an outlier in the top 10. It is actually up 4.9% in the last 24 hours, currently 207.48. Chainlink, $28.66, down 1.9%. Bitcoin Cash, number 11, $5.26, down 2.0%. Now, what are the outliers? We've got an outlier here within the top 20, and that is Terra. Terra Luna is up 21.2% to $12.91. VeChain, another outlier at number 20, rounding up the top 20, currently 0.068179 cents to be exact, up 13.5%. Solana is another one that's looking good, up 9.7%, currently 15.52. So it is a mixed bag, and we do see red throughout. However, Bitcoin is holding steady, and the rest are sort of just trending sideways, and this is a good thing because, as I've mentioned many times, it is during this month that we have to be concerned. It's pretty much been historically such that March has been a difficult month for cryptocurrencies. All right, let's move on to the quick overview of the news items of the day. Breaking news: Binance is being investigated by the CFTC, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission. They are looking into the issue of whether or not U.S. citizens were allowed by Binance to trade futures on their platform. No action has been taken at this time. We have no reason to believe that any action will be. However, they are looking into the issue, and CZ, the CEO of Binance, has discredited it and said, hey, this is not going to be an issue. That is not going to be a problem. Ross Albright is in the news today. For those of you who are not aware, Ross Albright is one of the key figures within the cryptocurrency space, one of the original, sort of the OGs. He's notorious, infamous at this point, for his dark net market, which was called Silk Road. When we hear Janet Yellen talk about Bitcoin being used for illegal activities, what Ross Albright did back from 2011 to 2013 with Silk Road is the primary reason that people like her talk about Bitcoin being used for illegal activities. I said that I would be introducing you to people of significance, and he's in the news today in one story, and that's why I'm bringing him up. And we're going to dive deeper into that just a little bit later on if you stick through for the entire show. He has released a statement saying that we need to have more revolutionary decentralized media protocols, and there's a number of them out there. In fact, some of them are doing incredibly well today. Theta is an example. Theta and the Theta token and the Theta Fuel token. The Theta platform is a decentralized YouTube and Twitch type platform, which has just been skyrocketing in price these last couple of weeks. It is currently up 21.95%. Another is Library. Library is another video platform, not unlike YouTube. And then a third would be Hive, which is more of a blogging platform, social media platform, and there's a story there out of Steemit. When the contentious takeover of Steemit happened with Justin Sun and the community became unhappy about the things that were going on, they launched Hive, and it actually grew to replace or not surpass Steemit in terms of size. Robinhood says that women crypto traders are growing on its platform. This is good news. Historically speaking, the cryptocurrency space has been dominated by men, and this story talks about how the psychology behind that, how men are typically more willing to take risks and are interested in new technologies. And it's not uncommon to hear men talk about the difficulty of getting their wives on board or vice versa. However, Robinhood has created an easy onboarding platform. Whether you like it or not, Robinhood obviously has issues. They have stated that they are going to allow people to withdraw and to deposit onto their platform and take self-custody, which is a huge thing. No matter, point here is that this is good news that women are coming into the space according to Robinhood and their analysis. The other story of the day is more mass adoption in the government as we see the state of Georgia declaring that they are going to they have passed a bill, the House of Representatives have passed a bill that calls for state education to implement a study program which is based on financial literacy and that will include cryptocurrency as part of its curriculum list. Good news. Another story. Alameda Research buys $20 million in Reef tokens linked to Polkadot. The Reef token is a Reef platform, is a Polkadot-based DeFi project. And so Alameda Research has purchased $20 million in Reef. And that's going to be our coin highlight of the day is Reef, which is currently up 26% on the news. We're going to look at the chain agnostic features of Reef, which is phenomenal. And I think is going to help them just expand massively. And then we'll look at some of the other details of Reef. And that covers it for the quick overview of the news of the day. All right, let's jump back to the word of the day, which is loquacious. Loquacious is talking or tending to talk much or freely. Talkative, chattering, babbling, garrulous. Loquacious, L-O-Q-U-A-C-I-O-U-S. For those who are listening on the podcast, loquacious, L-O-Q-U-A-C-I-O-S. I do this one as well. Yesterday we were looking at the word anakoluthon, which means to break a thought in communication, jump to something else, and then come back. It's sort of like a rabbit trail. Loquacious, another thing that I tend to do. Talk too much. Overly talkative is another example. Loquacious, it's a good word. All right, let's go back and dig a little bit deeper into these stories of the day. Binance is investigated by the CFTC, and CZ, Shengpeng Xiao, or however you say his name, has responded. The Community Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, is investigating Binance, the largest exchange by global trading volume, according to a March 12th Bloomberg report. The regulator wants to find out whether or not U.S. citizens were able to trade derivatives on the exchange. In a tweet, Binance CEO Shengpeng Xiao claims that the Bloomberg report is FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. He said, "It's not a bull market without some FUD. Ignore FUD. Keep bidding, bidling, B-U-I-D-L-I-N-G, building ever since HODL. Everything has to be misspelled within the cryptocurrency space, right? Binance maintains that it takes regulatory compliance very seriously. Quote, very seriously. We take a collaborative approach, he states, in working with regulators around the world, and we take our compliance obligations very seriously. At this point, it's not clear whether the ongoing investigation will result in any enforcement action. In July 2019, Bloomberg reported that the CFTC had begun investigating BitMax to determine whether Americans were able to place their wager on the controversial exchange. Now, of course, we know how that went. We've talked about this on the program. In October 2020, the BitMax co-founders ended up being charged with offering unregistered trading. Bitcoin is down 4.53% on the news, slipping to an intraday low of $55,011 on the Bitstamp exchange. Whether or not this has anything to do with today's drop, I don't think we could be certain. Could it be that it has had an impact? Possibly. Who's to say? Binance's beef with Forbes. Back in October, Forbes leaked the Tai Chi document, which allegedly describes how Binance wanted to circumvent U.S. regulations by setting up a subsidiary in the country that would send profits to the parent exchange. Binance denied the validity of the leak and sued the outlet for defamation. Later on, they went to drop that suit, however. Ross Albright, the Silk Road founder, is proposing revolutionary decentralized media. He's stating that this is what we need, a decentralized media protocol. Ross William Albright, an American software engineer sentenced to a double. He has been sentenced to a double life sentence for allegedly operating the pioneering darknet marketplace Silk Road in 2011 to 2013. He's an iconic figure for early Bitcoiners. If you want to read about his story, you can read the entire story in Digital Gold. Digital Gold. Look up that book on Amazon. It's a great book that talks about a number of I think the subtitle is The Renegade. Well, you know what? I'll pull it up here and we'll take a look so that I don't get this wrong, just so that you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Digital Gold, Amazon. Here we go. Digital Gold, Bitcoin Millionaires. The title is Bitcoin and the Inside Story of the Misfits and Millionaires Trying to Reinvent Money by Nathaniel Popper. Check that one out. It's a good one. So, Albright is talking about this need for decentralized media. I think the idea here being social media. Despite being out of the internet for 8 years, he is still interested in decentralization ideas and practices. His revolutionary concept of decentralized social media appeared on Medium today. I'm not going to dive any deeper into this. We already have platforms that are doing this, and I mentioned those in the brief overview, and we'll look at those again. However, a little bit more about Ross Albright. He was born on March 27th, 1984, and is an American who created and operated the darknet market website Silk Road from 2001 to 2013. If you haven't heard of it, don't know what it is. The site used Tor for anonymity to protect its users from being known, and Bitcoin as a currency, and facilitated the sale of narcotics and other illegal activities. Albright's online pseudonym was Dread Pirate Roberts, after the fictional character in the novel The Princess Bride and its film adaptation. In February of 2015, Albright was convicted of money laundering, computer hacking, conspiracy to traffic fraudulent identity documents, and conspiracy to traffic narcotics by means of the internet. In May 2015, he was sentenced to a double life sentence plus 40 years without the possibility of parole. Albright's appeal to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit in 2017 and the U.S. Supreme Court in 2018 were unsuccessful, and his appeal to President Trump as well was rejected. He is currently incarcerated at the United States Penitentiary in Tucson, Arizona. What's sort of ironic about this is this guy was arrested, convicted, sentenced to 2 life sentences for selling things on the internet with Bitcoin and using Tor that are now legal in a lot of states, especially in Oregon, for instance. A little bit of irony there. And so we'll see. Maybe someday he will be pardoned by one of our presidents. I don't know. We'll have to watch that. However, these decentralized systems, the decentralized social media platforms, we've been talking about them, and one that is exploding and doing really well right now is Theta. Theta.tv. You can go to Theta.tv, you can watch videos, you can get paid as a user. Content creators can get paid by the users. It's all an incredible, fantastic move in a really great and positive direction. On these platforms, people cannot be deplatformed. They cannot be demonetized. As we see more and more people get booted off of platforms or shut down, these are alternatives. And Theta is just killing it. Theta Fuel is up 24.6% in the last 24 hours. So you can get more details about it either at thetatoken.org, or you can check out the platform at theta.tv. And what you can do with the Theta token is you can run a node. You can download a piece of software which runs the node. They've got a beautiful, simple, and easy to use graphical user interface. You can stake your Theta token, provide the bandwidth and services that the node creates in order to stream video for the users of the Theta platform, and you can earn T-Fuel that way. And there's other ways you can earn T-Fuel, obviously, by either creating content or by engaging on the platform. It's a good thing. We're going to see where this goes. Library is another similar platform. The best way to access library is through library.tv, or you can go to Odyssey, odyssey.tv. It's a really beautiful graphical user interface website that gives you access to all of the data, all of the videos, all of the content that is on the library network. And the library is really a protocol. These are peer-to-peer protocols that have implemented decentralization and blockchain to create a way to circumvent the third-party entity, right? One of the difficulties, obviously, that has been prohibitive in moving forward with this type of thing was performance. How do we go about doing this? However, we're at a point now where we have internet speeds and we have the underlying peer-to-peer technology that can allow for this to happen. And so for these networks to work, we need people running nodes. We need people running caching services. And so check those out. And the great thing about them is you can set up nodes to, and with library, it has a proof of work mining system, but you can help strengthen the network, help build the network, help make it more redundant and more robust, and allow for better streaming and services, and all the same while earning that crypto for it. Great way to earn some crypto and some passive income. Hive is another example. Check out hive.blog, which is more of a blogging platform than a video streaming service, but just another example of one of these types of platforms. I recommend checking it out. Popular online broker Robinhood has said that women crypto traders are surging on its platform in an encouraging sign that crypto can help democratize finance for all. Specifically, Robinhood Crypto has seen 7 times growth in the number of women actively trading as compared to the end of 2020. While women remain underrepresented on Robinhood Crypto compared with our total active customer base, they say it is notable that 40% of Robinhood active women customers are crypto traders, said Robinhood in a blog post on Thursday. Robinhood Crypto was launched in 2018, but the platform has recently seen rapid growth and rising interest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Robinhood Crypto has added more than, this is astounding, 6 million new customers since the beginning of 2021. There's a voracious appetite out there for crypto, isn't there? And Robinhood is one of the easiest onboarding platforms for so many people. So let's look a little bit deeper into this story about Georgia and what they're doing in this school. The Georgia House of Representatives have passed a bill that calls for state education officials to implement a study program based around financial literacy for high schoolers, and cryptocurrency is on the curriculum list. The bill passed the lower chamber of Georgia on March 8th, and this is incredible. This is phenomenal. This is great. By a vote of 169-2. It's like, I wonder who the 2 dudes were who said no. Overwhelming, massive majority. The bill was sponsored by 6 Republican candidates and has been sent to the Senate for further deliberation. The program outlines 16 areas of financial literacy to be studied by students in the 10th or 11th grade. The bill's text states the State Board of Education shall prescribe a program of study in personal financial literacy to be completed by students during high school. Well, how about that? This is incredible. This is so good. What? Let's teach kids something useful for their lives. I hope this financial literacy also talks about not incurring debt and not to incur bad consumer debt and how to create a budget and how to balance your budget and all the things that real world life skills. Now, what will it teach in terms of cryptocurrency? Who's to say? Is it going to go so far as to talk about the problems of the Federal Reserve and our monetary system and the inflationary aspect of it? And however, since the creation of the Federal Reserve, there's been booms and busts in these cycles, and the dollar continues to just be devastated in terms of purchasing power over time. No, I doubt it. Probably not, but who knows? Maybe. We shall see. However, this is a good sign. Another good sign for mass adoption. Loving it. Now, let's move on to the next story, which is this story about Reef and Alameda Research buying $20 million. They bought directly the Reef tokens. Polkadot-based DeFi project Reef Finance has raised $20 million in a token sale round. The round was backed by a single investor, Alameda Research, a crypto market maker and sister company of the crypto exchange FTX. Quote, Alameda is our first bigger investor, Reef Finance CEO Denko Manchesky told The Block. Reef has previously raised $3.9 million in a private token sale round backed by venture firms including NGC Ventures and QCP Capital. Powered by Polkadot, Reef is a cross-chain liquidity and yield farming aggregator which connects crypto traders on a single platform and supports both centralized and decentralized exchanges. And that's something unique about Reef. With fresh capital on hand, Reef, that recently expanded its team, looks to develop its protocol further for the mainnet release, Manchesky told The Block. Now, Reef seems to be doing things right. Chain agnostic, cross-platform, swapping, liquidity provided by central exchanges and decent. We'll look a little bit more at it, but this is the CoinMarketCap page for Reef. Check it out. Look at the details. Reef is currently ranked number 103 in terms of market cap. It is 0.044 cents. Very low. It's a penny, less than a penny. I mean, it's a low price. The max supply is 20 billion tokens. So let's relate that to Cardano at 35 billion. All right. So 15 billion less. So it has a large supply, which is part of the reason for its price. But 0.044 cents, right? I mean, that is it. Point I'm trying to make here is we're talking ground floor, 0.04 cents, right? Up 22.18% in the last 24 hours. Let's take a look at one of the stories that illustrates this chain agnostic feature that or the chain agnostic direction of Reef. Elrond Eagled platform now seamlessly accessible for Reef Finance users. So they're currently working with Polkadot. They're currently working with Elrond. They're also working with BNB. And they will continue to expand. And obviously they are compatible with and working with Ethereum. And so they are continuing to bring on more and more of these platforms. Good stuff. Reef.finance is the website. If you want to look further into Reef, go to visit reef.finance. It is DeFi made easy, according to Reef. The gateway to DeFi through liquidity and protocol aggregation, proprietary analytics, and multi-chain accessibility. Powered by Polkadot, Reef is now on Binance. The ecosystem. This is what's interesting about the ecosystem is that they pull liquidity not just from DeFi and from decentralized exchanges, but also from centralized exchanges. So they work with Kraken, Binance, and Coinbase, all in tandem to ensure that they always have liquidity. So why Reef? Why is Reef needed? Why would you use Reef? They solve the liquidity problem. Central exchanges are isolated silos and prone to hacks. Decentralized exchanges have unstable liquidity, are slow and hard to use due to Ethereum's network. Now, obviously, we're going to see those problems getting solved if Ethereum rolls out 2.0, and we have some of the other DEXs that are not running off of Ethereum and are not suffering from those issues that make it hard to use. No integrations with the DeFi ecosystem typically. The yield problem, high technical barrier of entry, impossible to keep up with the best strategies, and expensive gas fees. The fragmentation problem, DeFi activities are fragmented and painful experiences, increased complexity. So they are bringing all of this together to solve these issues. Reef.finance is secured under Polkadot's shared security model, ensuring high resilience and forkless upgradability. It is a decentralized network governed entirely by Reef token holders via the DAO. So Reef has a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, in which the users can vote and help bring about the desired changes and implementations moving forward. It has a transparent future, a future based on more truth and less trust. So Reef, what is Reef? According to Reef's FAQ, Reef is a smart liquidity aggregator and yield engine that enables trading with access to liquidity from both centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, while offering smart lending, borrowing, staking, mining through AI-driven personalized Reef yield engine. So they have this artificial intelligence-driven Reef yield engine, which helps people achieve the desired yields and returns when investing. Good stuff. They talk about why they chose Polkadot a little bit, and it makes sense. All right, friends, that is a wrap for March 12th, 2021. I am sorry if I got to be a little bit loquacious. It's just something that I do, especially when it comes to talking about crypto. I love talking about crypto. Listen, if you would like to support the program, if you're listening on the podcast, you can do that at anchor.fm/blockthrasher/support. You can also do that by going to the website, blockthrasher.com, and signing up for a membership. We have a very low cost membership. You can get a monthly membership or a yearly membership to help provide some support and help us to bring more and more good content and information to you. As always, remember, it is a great day to earn more crypto. It is a great day to stack more crypto. I hope that all of you have an incredible and a phenomenal Friday. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye now.